Real quick, shout out to Bronx Academy of Letters. I know y'all in here. All right. Chapter 1, World Records. Check this out. This dude named Andrew Dahl holds the world record for blowing up the most balloons with his nose. Yeah, that's true. Not sure how he found out that was some kind of special talent, and I can't even imagine how much snot be in those balloons, but hey, it's a thing, and Andrew's the best at it. There's also this lady named Charlotte Lee who holds the record for owning the most rubber ducks. No lie. And here's what's weird about that. Why would you even want one rubber duck, let alone 5,631? I mean, come on. And me, well, I probably hold the world record for knowing about the most world records. That and for eating the most sunflower seeds. Hey. Let me guess. Sunflower seeds, Mr. Charles practically shouts from behind the counter of what he calls his country store, even though we live in a city. Mr. Charles, who, by the way, looks just like James Brown if James Brown were white, has been ringing me up for sunflower seeds 5 days a week for about, since the 4th grade, which is when Ma took the hospital job, so for about 3 years now. He's also hard of hearing, which when my mom used to say this, I always thought she was saying harder hearing, which made no sense at all to me. I don't know why she just ain't say almost deaf. Maybe because hard of hearing is more like hospital talk, which is probably rubbing off on her. But yeah, Mr. Charles, he can barely hear a thing, which is why he's always yelling at everybody and everybody's always yelling at him. His store is a straight up scream fest, not to mention the extra sound effects from the loud TV he keeps behind the counter, cowboy movies on repeat. Mr. Charles is also the guy who gave me this book, the Guinness World Records, which is where I found out about Andrew Dahl and Charlotte Lee. He tells me I can set a record one day, a real record, be one of the world's greatest somethings. Maybe. But I know one thing, Mr. Charles has got to hold the record for saying, let me guess, sunflower seeds, because he says that every single time I come in, which means I probably also already hold the record for responding the exact same way. Let me guess, $1. That's my comeback. Said it a gazillion times. Then I slap a buck in the palm of his wrinkly hand, and he puts the bag of seeds in mine. After that, I continue on my slow motion journey, pausing only again when I get to the bus stop. But this bus stop ain't just any bus stop. It's the one that's directly across from the street from the gym. I just sit there with the other people waiting for the bus, except I'm never actually waiting for it. The bus gets you home fast, and I don't want that. I just go there to look at people working out. See, the gym across the street got this big window, like the whole wall is a window. And they got these machines that make you feel like you walking up steps, and so everybody just be facing the bus stop looking all crazy like they about to pass out. And trust me, there ain't nothing funnier than that. So I checked that out for a while like it's some kind of movie, the About to Pass Out show, starring stair-stepper person 1 through 10. And I know this all probably sounds a little weird, maybe even creepy, but it's something to do when you're bored. And the best part about sitting there is tearing into my sunflower seeds like they theater popcorn. About the sunflower seeds. You see, I used to put a whole bunch of them in my mouth at the same time and just suck all the salt off and then spit them all out machine gun style. I could have probably set a world record in that too. But now I've matured. Now I take my time, moving them around, positioning them for the perfect bite to pop open the shell, then carefully separating the seed from it with my tongue, then, and this is the hard part, keeping that little seed safe in the space between my teeth and tongue, I spit the shells out. And finally, after all that, I chew the seed up. I'm like a master at it, even though honestly, sunflower seeds don't really taste like nothing. I'm not even sure they're really worth all the hassle, but I like the process anyway. My dad used to eat sunflower seeds too. That's where I get it from. But he used to chew the whole thing up, the shells, the seeds, everything, just devour them like some kind of beast. See, when I was really young, I used to ask him if a sunflower was going to grow inside him since he ate the seeds so much. And he was always watching some kind of game like football or basketball, and he'd turn to me just for a second, just long enough to not miss a play, and he'd say, sunflowers are all up in me, kid. And then he'd shake up the seeds in his palm like dice before throwing another bunch in his grill to chomp down on. But let me tell you something. My dad, he was lying. Wasn't no sunflowers growing in him. Couldn't have been. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about sunflowers, but I know they pretty, and I know girls like them, and I know the word sunflower is made up of two good words, and that man ain't got two good words in him or anything that any girl would like, because girls don't like men who try to shoot them in their sun, and that's the kind of man he was.